welcome back to Booze Reviews in Black and White. I'm Bane and this is D'Amico. We're bringing some Chardonnays to the table today. We're back in California. Not exactly, we're not in California. we're taking on a mythical journey to California today and bringing two nice California Chardonnays. We're going to start off with the Mount Eden Vineyards Chardonnay. We're looking at 13.4% alcohol by volume. Looking at the 09 vintage. Pretty nice color.
Yeah, it's
lightly golden, a little bit of straw. Now this bottle, I believe, is priced somewhere around $20 to $25, depending on where you shop. So mid-range Chardonnay.
Right away on the nose, I'm getting a lot of I don't know, fuel. Not fuel, but
I'm getting what I think maybe toastiness.
Toastiness, but I'm getting chemicals, a little sulfur, which isn't uncommon to get. I know it sounds way worse than it is, but you know, those are the smells I can associate them with.
Oh, it's actually not that. It's not a bad nose at all. No. Yeah, you get the straw, you get a little bit of that oak. This doesn't smell like it's been like massively malolactic fermented. It's actually pretty original nose to what the wine is going to bring to the table, I'm guessing.
I don't get any fruit.
Yeah, kind of parallel with the palate a bit. There is a little bit of fruit towards the finish.
Oh yeah. I'm getting the fruit more up front, but oh my goodness. Hello, nurse.
I'm getting that a little bit of that butteriness at the beginning. It's finishing off with a lot of citrusy type notes, but all in all, a very smooth and actually very well structured wine. Yeah, enjoying this one.
The fruit component is there. There's a little apple, a little pear, but midway through it, I mean, you get that buttery, almost taking apples or apple slices and, you know, pretending it's lobster and dipping it in drawn butter or something. You get that butteriness, but it's not overly creamy. It's not coating your palate. It's just there, just a little essence of that butter. Little buttered popcorn, but the toastiness, the toasted oak is definitely coming through, but it's not offensive. It's not punching you in the mouth. It's just, hey, how's it going? You know, let's relax a bit. Let's have a nice little meal here. Boy, I am impressed.
It started off good. You know what? What's offending me is that butteriness. I think it's a little too overwhelming and it's sticking with me. What you were talking about before, that was right on. I'm getting those fruit flavors up front now, but I mean that butteriness is just hanging on for too long. I wish there was maybe a little bit more acidity. This wine may be a little one-sided. Yeah, the more and more I get into this.
See, I'm the complete opposite. I find the fruit doing its job, taking care of the front end, and relaxing to the butter, and that butter is segueing to the toasty, nutty oakiness, but the oak is not dominant, which I love. I can't stand Chardonnays that taste like wood chips and water. I can't stand it. To kind of get this in your mind's eye or your senses. It's not a tasting thing, but if you know, if you're around like a wood shop class, or you know, ladies, if your husbands are cabinet makers or something, they're cutting wood all day. You know, the wood smell when it's heated from the saws. You know, the saw is cutting through it. It's, you know, the friction is heating the wood a little bit. You get that smell, almost cedar, that toasty walnut or maple kind of smell. That smell is transferring to flavor for this wine on my palate. That's exactly what I mean. I'm obviously not going to go suck on a block of wood, but that's why, you know, the wood shop class thing kind of resonates in my head.
I really want to like this wine, and I know I'm going to go against you here.
Good, man.
There's some fruit at the beginning. There's just not enough. The malolactic fermentation that's happening here just kind of pushes its way towards the front and then finishes too long. It's like I have a stick of butter in my mouth with a slice of lemon. That's how it finishes to me. It's okay. $20, $25 a bottle. I don't know. I'm a little scared here to rate this because I know you like this, and I don't want to offend you.
No, don't offend. Hey,
I will give this.
This is Booze Reviews in black and white.
Yeah,
that means there's no gray area.
Gotta be.
You
true.
say what you want. I mean, I don't make this wine. Why would I get offended?
55. No, I'm just kidding.
No, that's your one.
No, I'm just kidding.
Start getting hate mail.
This is a good wine. I just believe there's a little too much butteriness. Whether it's my personal palate grabbing that or not, I don't know. I'll give this an 85 though. Industry standard. Not too bad. Not too many things offending. There's just that one thing that I wish would kind of go away. I mean, it did its job in the middle. Now go away. Let something else come up. You know?
It did that for me.
Okay.
The fruit, not to go back that far, but the fruit to me is major apples, pears, a little pineapple cream even. But orange marmalade sticks out too. Like, it changes. White grape juice, a little bit of I mean, you're fighting for it. You're punching for a little currant, a little fig, and maybe I'm stretching that. Just I mean, the scotch amount just a little bit as it's changing over to the butter. I think the butter segues really nicely into the toasted oak. This is a good Chardonnay. Actually, correction, this is a great Chardonnay, especially for 20 bucks. You know, just drinking this blind, if this was blind bagged, I would guess this was probably a $35, $40 bottle of Chardonnay. And to hear that it's 20 bucks makes me happy, because I would easily drop a 20 spot on this bottle any day of the week. I'm giving this Chardonnay 92 points.
Wow. I tell you what, it scares me a little. I revisited it after hitting a little bit of water up, cleansed my palate a bit, and it actually it's mellowed off a bit. If I were to go back, I would go as high as 87. But honestly, yeah, not a bad wine though.
So at the end of it, what's your final
87.
rating?
I'm giving it an 87.
You're giving it an 87. Okay.
87.
All right.
Yeah. All right. What do we got next?
Sonoma Cutrer. Cutrer. I've heard it.
Cutrer.
Cutrer. Whatever. Sonoma. Obviously. This is about.
Is it
25 bucks. The alcohol is, pardon me, 14.2%. This is the 2008 vintage. I don't know if we mentioned this was 2009 vintage. So 2008 vintage Chardonnay. 3 years and some change old.
Yeah,
Again, don't be afraid to let your Chardonnays relax a little bit. That's fine.
Yeah.
You're not going to get 10 and 15 years like a Cabernet, but, you know, upwards of 5, maybe 7 years. Don't be afraid to try it.
All right, this nose is a little bit lacking compared to the Mount Etna.
Sure.
There's some oak, a little bit of toastiness, but not much. A little bit of more minerality coming through, it seems.
I would fully agree with the minerality. A little bit of grass, a little bit of oak.
That's a really
Again,
interesting nose.
not getting that fruity component.
Yeah. It's like a, it's almost like oak soaked in, I don't want to say honey, but there's something there that's kind of playing with the oak a little bit, you know what I mean?
It's like clover honey that's coming through. Not as much fruit as I would enjoy, but there's something just before that finish that kind of stood out to me. I'm going to see if I can get it again. Yeah, my mind wasn't playing tricks on me. A little green pepper, a little vegetation, kind of, I mean, fresh,
For sure.
out of the garden, green pepper, just kind of just hanging out there toward the finish there. That changed my whole outlook of this wine because I was ready to throw in the towel, but it started one way and kind of segued into something completely different, which to me, I enjoy. You know, some people like their wines to just be straightforward, straight to the point. I know what this is every time. I like the guessing game. I like to sip on a wine and let it do its thing on my tongue and just have some fun. I mean, change up a little bit here and there. I love the surprises. To me, that's a huge part of exploring wine. That's why I do it. You know, the nose, you know, to the palate, to the finish, to just, it brings so much to the table. And I always feel, you know, if I find a wine like that, I can get my money's worth. You know, it's not just dumping it down your throat and absorbing the alcohol. No, it's smelling it, it's seeing the color, you know, how it's different from this vintage to that, tasting it and really dissecting it. I think that's what wine is about. Next time you guys are out there trying wine, if you're just swallowing it, just hold it on your tongue for a couple of seconds and then let it slowly go down, you know, to the back of your throat. I guarantee you'll get more out of that wine than just sucking it down and being done.
Which should make for a good experiment because, you know, a lot of people that, you know, drink wine fast may or may not drink a lot of sweeter wines. It's because, you know, that's the tip of your tongue is where you're getting that sweetness. Yep. And if you're sucking down the wine really fast, I mean, that's pretty much the only part of that wine you're going to get is right at the tip of your tongue. Right. Yeah, so let it encompass your entire tongue.
Yep.
It'll allow you to get the bitterness, the tannin areas. I mean, your tongue only tastes in certain parts, so.
The sides of your tongue are definitely going to pick up the acidity, which I'm shockingly enough is getting a little bit out of this Sonoma Cutrer.
Yeah, there's some minerality towards
some minerality, some acidity, but the oak isn't nearly as strong as it smelled. Like, I can smell the oak on it, but it's not as strong on the palate, which to me, I'm all for. I know some of you guys may not like, you know, you may want less fruit, more oak. You know, one that comes to mind is Mark West Chardonnay, which I love their Pinot Noir, but their Chardonnay is just not my thing. I mean, I can't. I see that bottle at a restaurant, and I know, stay away from it. Don't even look at it. It's wood chips in a glass, and they pour hot water on it and strain it, and that's what Mark West Chardonnay is to me. Most of you guys may like that. I'm all for it. But I implore you to try things outside of that oaky comfort zone. Clos du Bois, Kendall Jackson. I think those are decent wines, but I think they're over oaked, and I think it hides a lot of the nuances that a Chardonnay can present. I'll stop ranting.
No, I agree with you. With the cloves and so forth, this has got a lot of underlying themes coming through. The minerality, like the almost the herbalness, the green pepper notes. That's huge, and it's, you know, there's that butteriness that's there. For sure. I mean, that's kind of really what this is kind of known for. Right. But there's so much more. I really like this one. And not because of the butteriness, because of everything else that's going on. If you pay attention to your wines, I mean, there's what, 700 different flavor characters out of an average bottle of wine.
For sure.
Pay attention. Listen to your mind. Close your eyes. Look inside yourself, and you'll be able to find some of these different things that maybe you can pick up in your past. You know, eating something and picking that up, and they're like, oh, that was boysenberry or something like that. There's so many different characters in these wines, so I'm going to have to go ahead and rate this. I'll give it a straight 91. Good job.
I would give this it's just comforting. I mean, I don't even need to have food with this. I would just sip on this and have fun.
This is a meal.
I give this 91 points.
All right.
I think it's an excellent wine. I think it's one of those wines that gets me thinking about why we do this. And, you know, I'm a huge Gary Vaynerchuk fan, and, you know, Wine Library TV was a huge thing for me. And he always had that tag where, you know, together, you know, we're changing the wine world kind of thing, whether we like it or not, whether they like it or not. Seriously, step outside of that comfort zone, step outside of that box, and try something new. Try something completely different. If you go in and you ask the wine merchant, you know, these are what I like, but I want something along these lines, but different. Be okay with buying, you know, something that they're presenting you. I mean, obviously within your price range, but be okay with that, you know. And if you don't like it, you know not to go to that particular route again. But don't give up. Keep going out there, because there is so many different wines out there, for one. And a lot of them are changing from year to year. I mean, this is agricultural, so as much as they strive to get this wine to taste like this, you know, in 2008, in 2012 it might be completely different. And there's nothing they can do about it, but try it. Get to know the winemakers from how they're making these wines. That's my goal.
All right. Well, a couple of nice wines, $20, $25 price range. Check them out. You can probably get some of these. You can probably get this one at a lot of restaurants in the area too. Mount Ed, I'm not sure about.
Yeah, I seriously have never seen this one until recently. So.
Well, thanks again for watching. Please subscribe, like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter.
Pin us on Pinterest.
Pin us on Pinterest.
Spread the word.
Yeah, revolution.
Like the wildfire. No, just kidding.